Good afternoon, DJ. It is still Thursday, March 5th. The time is currently 1:47 p.m. It is PM session. All right. Sorry for my tardiness. Family stuff happens, life happens and you just have to deal with it in the moment. And there's things that just can't wait, all right, until another time. So I had to handle a few things there and yeah, we're here. Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm so anxious.
You're still anxious? It's all right.
Yeah,
We're not trading this PM session. We're just gonna watch price and backtest the morning session and talk a few things because I already missed the beginning of it, and I'm really not in the mood really to trade either right now. So that's fine, you know?
it'd be like that.
Yeah, when the emotions are high, you can't be in here trying to trade.
We learned that this morning.
Yeah, for real. It's all right. Oh, me. Anyway, carry on. Back to regularly scheduled programming. Have you had a chance to look at it, the markets? Yeah. Or
I
look back?
haven't gotten a, I haven't gotten a chance to look at the markets. I was actually like, that's why like I'm even more like freaking stressed right now because I had to do some stuff for the club and
Mhm.
like fix a couple things on the website and then add some products and take some stuff away and Shopify is being retarded, so
And you're in charge of all of that?
yep.
Oh, damn. Shit.
Yep.
So though like they sell merchandise, yeah?
Yeah, like shirts and stuff like this type of shirt.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's like the training shirt that we supposed to
Mm.
like they wear. We're wearing them as the trainers, but the kids also can buy them.
Very. And that's another stream of income for them there, right?
Yeah, that's but all that shit he's had it paid off for like 5 years now. So it's
Mm.
all just money that's sitting there that he hasn't sold any of it yet because he
Right,
hasn't
right, right.
marketed it properly and like we're trying to market it now, but I've been asking him for like different pictures and like different things that I need to try to like put it up there so that way it can effectively sell.
Right.
And we're just being a little slow with that right now.
Hmm. He's on island time, that guy.
Yeah, bro, the making time. Gotta love it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wanted
but
to show you something.
yeah.
From lunchtime, right? Look at this time period, right? The what 11:50 to 12:10 macro. It gave us a continuation setup sell, right?
Mhm.
Time and price. It came back after we took dealing range low here. This was the retracement trade that I was in. Gave
Yeah.
me -1. Came down, all right, didn't take this low. Okay, so I don't adjust my dealing range yet, or I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the sell, right, to occur to take out this low. And time and price aligned. Came 11:50, came up to midnight opening price here. Gave me a market structure shift. So my entry would have been here. As long as
Mhm.
the setup occurs inside of the macro, I can enter outside of the macro and it confirmed right here at 12:10. So that means I could have got in right there. Well, I don't trade lunch anyway. So, but just wanted to show you that.
Yeah. I actually got a chance to watch. Make sure this is good. The roster is frozen and only for cup games. I got a chance to watch the ICT, but I feel like if I'm gonna like where I started, I need to go
Mhm.
back to
The
wherever the
beginning.
beginning of that is.
Yeah, month one. Yeah, for sure. Start with month one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Month
sure.
one is pretty much all that you need if you're going to learn ICT. He teaches you everything that you need to know in month one. Everything else is just like if you want to know extra. So really dive deep into month one because that's once I realized what I realized, I'm like, he told me this right in the beginning. But I
Yeah,
had to go around, and find myself, right, to finally get to the point of understanding what he was actually trying to say to me in month one.
it makes sense.
But yeah, no, I 100% in agreement with you there. Start with month one.
I will have to.
Yeah.
Um,
He's hard to, he talks slow and he's, methodical. So he's hard to like get with, but That's the guy, man.
I feel like I just need a little bit more time and structure with it. But now I'm getting hauled into all different freaking directions.
Yeah, that's how usually how life works. That is how it works.
Minus Willa. mm, And take Chloe off.
Oh yeah, yeah, life, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more stressed.
What happened? What are you stressing
I
about?
That girl that left is gone, but then they okay, Alice. Um the girl that moved up to the A team, she's still rostered under my team for cup games, meaning which I can actually use her.
Mhm.
And I need to text her mom right now to see if she wants to play with us tomorrow. Which is not a bad thing,
Right,
but
right, right.
that stresses me out because she hasn't been to my practice in over 3 months, is 3 months now.
Right, right,
And if
right.
I bring her to my game tomorrow and she plays, which she would play significant minutes, people are all going to be like, oh, she hasn't been around.
Right, right, right. She hasn't showed up to practice, like, yeah.
And with her, I have a higher probability of winning. She can't play for AC Cup game, only one team. I figured. So
But hey, as long it doesn't need to make sense to everybody else, as long as it makes
it
sense
makes
to
sense to
you.
me.
Right. And it's for the betterment of the team. Pretty much that's it. That's your role as the coach. Really and truly, it doesn't need to make sense to anybody else. And you explain to the parents in the same way. Hey, this is my team, and this is what I feel is best for the team. So I'm making decisions that's for the team and not individual players. Yeah.
Yeah. You right, you right, you right.
Yeah.
Haven't said anything wrong.
99.9% of the time, I am.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, don't stress yourself about that, man.
Ooh. So from what I'm gathering with ICT is like smart money concepts, right?
Yeah. He's the father of it. He's the father of it.
So he uses like interest rates and bonds. Like what? Can you see those charts on
Yes and no, don't worry so much about those things right now, just because the way the world is going, a lot of the stuff that he used to talk about is so like manipulated now and it's just untrustworthy.
Okay.
So don't worry about those stuff for now. Just
Okay.
month one, where he talks about in month one, and then you can go to the older block series and you'll be fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff that he discussed later on in the mentorship that pertains to like fundamental side of trading. And
So
right now,
what? Now
yeah,
on YouTube it's all free?
yeah, 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 everything. Even he's doing a mentorship this year, and everything is free. Yeah.
Mhm. Did you do it?
I went through. Okay, so when I found him.
Okay.
First, I watched the video of his right when I was in like trying to learn how to trade, and I'm just like this guy. I just can't get with the way he's just slow, and I'm sitting there like. So I turned the video off, and I'm like, okay, forget it. Then I moved on, right? And then after a while, I was learning from some guy called Matt, who was Smart Money Concepts, and I'm like, I went back on ICT. He just kept popping up on my YouTube. I went back on his page and it says the mentor of your mentor. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. That one hit home. I'm like, whoa, why am I learning from somebody else when this is like the guy who started it all, right? So then I was like, I just hunkered down and put my head down and just went through his thing. I started watching everything that he had on YouTube. At that time, he didn't have his core the thing that I sent you, the mentorship, the 12 month, he didn't have that on there yet. That was still paid, all right. But he wasn't doing paid. And then when I finished everything that he had on YouTube, that's when he started releasing his mentorship because he's just like giving everything out for free, whatever. He just didn't care. The guy's rich, he don't care. He's just fulfilling his prophecy that he had with God, and that's what it led him to do. So he just put everything out. So then I was like, okay, I went deep on that mentorship, like took notes, watched it watched each video like 3 times. I'll watch it the first time to take the information in. Second time I'll write down. Third time I'll keep writing down like stuff that I missed, and just went through the whole 12-month series. And then he started his 22 mentorship, 23 mentorship, 24 mentorship. Now he's 25 and 20. Now he's at 26. So like everything that he does now is just out there in the open for free for anyone that's willing to put the time in, right? To see what the market is really about. But yeah, changed my life, that guy, for real, 100% for sure. So I recommend him to each and everybody that I talk to that wants to get into trading.
Makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he teaches you like the right mindset. He's not a flashy guy. He doesn't flash what he has or what he owns. It's really just chart wise and his psychological stuff that he talks about. That's really what really helped me more than even the mentorship. Like when he does like Twitter spaces and he's just like talking you through the psychology of being a trader, how hard it is, how you can't bring real life problems into this, right? This is the hardest shit to do in the world, right? So you have to have the mindset right. He talks about risk management, money. If you don't understand money, it's kind of like you're doing this, you're going to still be in a circle, right? Trading to make money, to then come back into trading to make money, right? Type thing. That's what really stuck out about him to me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's the man.
It's all making sense.
Yeah, yeah. Month one, everything is all there. Month one,
I'm gonna have to get in there.
for sure.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's good. Spring camp is up as well as AC conditions, qualification requests, some other stuff. So it's still something.
Is it?
Um,
Right, actually. Yo, that's funny.
it's been a whirlwind.
That's the day all in a nutshell, right? Right there.
I just feel like
Yeah, it's like that. You're allowed those days, right? We're humans.
yeah, Thursday, Thursday. See what this 4 hour
Um,
looking like.
yeah, that bit it that 4 hour 10 a.m. 4 hour candle. Phew. We thought it was gonna end up like the others. They said, hell no, I'm giving you all body. All bodies.
All right, so let's get to what we was talking about originally in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So previous day high when it's taken, we're looking at buys. If
Yep.
not, we're looking at dealing range. It's dealing range or daily range?
Dealing.
Dealing range.
So there's hold on, let me pop this thing up. Let me pop this thing up. How would I do that here? Okay.
It's fucking pouring outside, and I'm like, it's not helping the vibe.
Yeah, it's just dimming you down, ain't it? Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. So this is the 3-step process that I use, right? first is condition, which is determined your directional bias, like are you in a buy program or a sell program? So for session, for day trading, right? For me, I use the session dealing range, right? Which is when I come up 12 to current price action, the highest high and lowest low, that will determine my dealing range, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do a higher time frame trading like you do, you use the daily, right? The previous day's high and low as your dealing range.
Okay.
That makes sense, right? So 'cause I use the session for the day, for the time that I'm trading. But if you wanna, you can use that too, actually, to trade what you're trading. But you can also use previous days dealing range as its own way of telling you the condition of what program you're in, right? It depends on you and what you want to do. I prefer the session because it lets me know right away. Because sometimes the previous days high and low don't get taken, right? And you're stuck doing nothing. But the session is a smaller range, so you know one side is gonna get taken, right? So and for the weekly too, if you want to look at the weekly, I've been collecting data on it. I use Monday's range. Whichever side gets taken will confirm my weekly program. So like this week, right? We took Monday's low, which I was in a sell, and then we went all the way and took Monday's high, so which flipped my bias on a week to a buy program. So until we trade back below the low that was created on Tuesday, for me, I'm still in a buy program until proven otherwise. That's what I'm in. That's what it is. So that will give you your condition, right? So you have options in what you want to use. You want to use a session daily or you want to go by the weekly. For me, because I'm in a day and I'm in and out, I go with the session, which is what we've been watching me do. So that will give me my well, not weekly, daily session, my session bias. How do I go down on here? Oh, there it is. Session bias and then stage two, right? Which is where time and price start to come into hand, right? I look up first, the economic calendar tells me when to take a trade, right? If there's a medium or high impact news, I know it's an optimal day for me to take a trade. And the four elements of the market, this is what the month one will teach you. Bless you.
Thank you.
This is what he talks about in month one. So the algorithm, right, that moves market can only do four things, right? It's either consolidating, expanding, or retracing, or reversing. Really, that's the only four outputs it can do. So first, it always starts with a consolidation. Yeah, it starts with a consolidation, all right, and then it will break out of that consolidation, expand. For me, that is, in general terms, that is the dealing range, right? The expansion is, for me, is when price breaks out of one side of the dealing range. So I always wait for the expansion. So after it expands, it can only do two things. Like I said, it can retrace or it can reverse. There's not really it doesn't have much options. So once you understand that you're only looking for two things, it just makes it so much easier, right? It's like you think so much things can happen in the market, but it's only a few things that can happen. Literally four things that can happen, right? And the first two you wait for, and then it's up to the next two, right? You can either do one thing or the other. But for me, once we expand and take one side, right, that will give me my bias
Your
going into the
program.
session. Yep.
Give me a second. I gotta let
No
my
worries.
brother
Go
know.
ahead. Now go ahead.
What's up, kid? My day's been great. Just learning some day trading right now. Got my teacher here. So
Barely. That's your brother?
yeah.
Oh, at least he asked you how your day's been, right? But I called my brother. I had to tell him about himself today. I called him. Every time I call him, he's like, yeah. I'm like, are you okay? Yeah. And I'm like, so do you not know how to have a conversation or like, what's the deal? Are you ever gonna ask me how I am? How's my day? Like, is anything wrong? What do you need? And he's like, oh, no, no. I don't know how to say it in tree, but hey, you speak English. I speak English. Say it in English. Hello? This is how you have a conversation. It's not a one-sided, you
How old
know?
is he?
He's 14.
So is this one, right?
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh no, this one's 15. Sorry.
15, yeah, he's
Alice,
15.
say hi to Nelson. Nelson, this is my friend Alice.
Yeah,
Hi,
hello.
Nelson.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
Oh, awesome. How was school?
It was all right.
Are you interested in trading?
I would like to learn how to trade.
Oh, for sure. All right, cool, cool. I'll keep you in mind, Nelson. Have a good day, all right?
Hey, you too.
See,
Yeah.
you know, conversate. How are you? I'm great. Thank you. How are you doing?
But listen, he wasn't always like this though, right? Like I
Yeah,
want to say maybe like a year ago he was a little bit more like how you talking about Glenn, like a little
yeah,
more timid. But
yeah.
as he's grown into like this 15-year-old, like now he's more like,
He's coming off himself by finding himself.
but
He's coming up.
he's always been very like, oh, like how are you? Like how was your day? Or like, like what do you have planned? Or like
Right, 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 right. Asking question. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't get that from Glenn. I don't know if that's because he just doesn't have much conversations, but he must talk to his friends. Like, come on, man. What?
yes.
Why do I have to like teach you this at 14 years old, you know?
I mean, but hey, that's what I said originally, but then I really like for my little brother at least, the so it's I'm the middle child. I think you said you're the
Middle, yeah.
as well, right?
Yes.
So the distance between me and him is 10 years.
For
You
me
and
as
me,
well. I'm 30, he's 14. Was that
16.
yeah, 16 years. Yeah, that's
So
something good.
how old is your brother?
My
Your
older
older brother.
brother, he's 32. He's 2 years or a year older than me.
So me and my older sister are about 4 years apart. So we
Yeah.
really grew up together really close. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you and your older brother grew up really close.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then comes the kid that's 10 years, 15, 16
Yeah,
years down
different
the
gap. Yeah,
line.
yeah, yeah.
So the relationship between us is a little bit different versus like me and like my older sister. And I know that it's because like when my little brother was like 5, I was 15. I was going through my 50 lives at 15.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like, and he really like he didn't really, he's 5. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
he's
He
not he
doesn't
just
know
wants
any
to
better, right?
play
Yeah.
and stuff. So then like also like at 15, I'm not thinking about like, oh, like I gotta make sure that I'm taking care of after my little brother. Like I gotta make sure that I'm on top of him or this, that, and the third. I didn't really get on top of him until he was about like 8 or 9, maybe
hmm
10. And then like I wanna say I'll from when he was 11 to about 13
hmm
were like I was dealing with my own stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really there for that development from him. So like for 14, he was really at this place where it was just like kind of like Glenn, like a little awkward, but
Yeah.
he was still, like bubbly. Now I feel like he's back. Like when my brother was a little kid, he was really like high energy. Like
Yeah,
he would
yeah, yeah,
always
yeah.
talk to you. He could make friends with a fucking rock.
Right, 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 right. This is my best friend right here, Rocky.
Yeah, but he would be able to like, and he's really smart by the way. Like when I
Yeah.
say like this kid he knows how to code. Like
Oh,
he,
yeah?
he's taught himself how to code.
Oh, shit. That's
He
dope.
he's very smart with like schooling in general. Like he's good with
Yeah.
science, he's good in English, like math, like he's good at a lot of different things. He is athletic, but I have a I it's my fault that like he doesn't continue in sports because I'm a big ass competitor when it comes to
Right,
sports, and
right,
I'm
right,
always
right,
like,
right, right. You
you
don't want to
can't
lose
beat
his
me.
big sister, yeah?
So when it comes to that type of stuff, like, I know where my faults lie. Like I'm not
Yeah.
perfect. Like I haven't been a perfect older sister, but like I have taken a look and I'm just like, like I do blame myself, my
Yeah.
sister, and
Yeah.
my parents for having
Yeah.
him so late.
Yeah.
Because if there hadn't been that big of a distance, then maybe he wouldn't be exactly like the way that he can be. Who the fuck is?
Yeah.
Hold on.
hmm
Oh, okay, whatever. Um, so yeah, I mean, but overall, like he's a really good kid. When I say like he's never asked for anything, bro.
Right, 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 right. He just does. Yeah.
Like he's not over here like, oh, can I get a phone? Like when it came down to like a phone, he literally was just like, I don't really need this,
Right. Why are you giving me this for?
you
I'm
know?
coding my shit over here. I don't need this distraction. I love that. I love
And
that.
even as a baby, the kid never really asked for anything. And if you told him no, he understood no meant no, and he would be like, okay, and just like keep
Right.
going about his
Keep
day. And
going. Right, right, right.
that's
Yeah.
just what he is.
Yeah. For me, I left. Glenn when he was 3, and is I don't know. If maybe if I was there, it would be different, right? But I'm like miles away, and he's obviously over there. He was a little jit when I left, so I don't know. I guess now I need to do as much as I can, right, to bring him to where he needs to be. So it's on me. It's on me, and I'm working on it. I'm working on him.
It's hard. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel kind of like the same. Like, I left, well, from being young, like, there was a lot that was just going on in the dynamic of the household, and the
Yeah.
center of it was really me and my mom.
Yeah.
So he obviously saw that divide. And like my older sister has her own mommy problems. My dad, like he's always working or he's always busy or like he's just not really 100% in tune with everything.
Hmm.
So like, but he, like he's like my parents are together, so he just kind of goes about his day and like acts like things don't exist, so he doesn't have to.
Right, 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 right.
But like Nelson would see like all of like the dynamic of everything, and therefore like he has the outlook that he has because of what he has seen and the things that he.
Right, right, right.
So, and I know that a lot of that is like my fault. Like I remember when I was younger, like me and my mom would argue and he would start crying because he was why are you guys always arguing? Like,
Right,
oh, blah, blah, blah. And but then like at one point he understood like my mom was the problem.
right, right. Hey, thank
And
you for coming to Jesus moment.
and at 8 years old, 10 years old, like to be able to understand that is kind of like you're growing up pretty quickly at that point,
Yeah, 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 for
which
sure, for
wasn't
sure.
fair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but I mean, regardless of anything, like he's still a really, really good kid. Doesn't get involved in no bullshit. Goes to
Well,
school.
I wish my brother was like that. He's on the other side of the spectrum. We've been having a lot of issues with him lately.
I
So,
just the charger in McDonald's was crazy though.
yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of issues and yeah, work in progress. But I'm gonna get him right because I told him starting Q2, he's gonna be me and him every Sunday. He's gonna be on here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be on here. This is what he's gonna be focusing on, other than what else shit he got going on.
Yeah.
So, it's our responsibility, right, as the older siblings, to make sure that they become better than where we're at, or shit like that. So gotta do what we gotta do. Anyway, 4 elements: consolidation, expansion. It will either retrace, all right, or it will reverse. So there's only 2 types of trades that I'm looking for, right? Once one side of the market, the dealing range is taken, right? Price will either retrace to continue. This is always what I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating that retracement. Once I get that retracement, I'm thinking it's gonna continue in the direction until, right, proven otherwise, until price retraces to reverse, which then changes the bias. So that's stage 2. That's step 2. And then step 3 is execution, which is different for everybody, which for you would be order blocks. For me is market structure. Well, we have to see, this is things that you have on this side, the entry criteria, the things that you have to have before even entering the market. So time has to be there, all right, it has to be a post whatever time, 30 or a macro, and a key level has to be taken. You have to see liquidity get taken. It either can be the dealing range high and low, or internal liquidity, which is 15-minute highs and lows. And you have to wait for a swing with a displacement and market structure shift. For me, I enter on the high of the market structure shift, but obviously for you, it would be the order block because that's what you see, right? Everybody's going to see different things in the price. I see the market structure shift. That gives me my go ahead, enter on the high of the market structure shift. But for you, it would be, I can draw on this thing. It would be an order block created here. The only difference thing here will be that sometimes, right, price will not retrace enough into the order block to give you an entry. You will just have to be okay with missing those kinds of setup, right? Or sometimes you do and you get in, that's you. For me, at that high right here, I'm getting in because there's 90% chance, 95% chance that will come back to that market structure shift. And that's where it's easier for me to, I rather the risk of entering it up here and having a risk out down here, then wait for price to come down here, have a lower risk, but also have the opportunity not to be in the trade. right? It just depends on what you feel, what works for you, what you're okay with, missing and not missing out on. That's pretty much what he talks about in month one. And it took me 4 years to get to this point and be like, oh, everything was in one fucking one. But that's just the journey. That's just the process, right? That you have to go through to get to where you want to be. So right now
Yeah.
it's about deciding whether you want to use previous days highs and low as your dealing range, or you want to do the daily dealing range that I've been doing in the session. And that will give you your condition, right? Because sometimes you see two order blocks and you're like, which order block am I looking to trade on? Is it the buy or is it the sell? But once you establish your condition, you know that, hey, this order block here, if it gives me an entry, is a retracement, all right? And I understand that it's a retracement to continue, but also aware that it can retrace and reverse, really and truly.
That makes fucking great sense.
Yeah,
That makes
much.
all the sense in the fucking world.
Yeah. And you also need a plan for these three things, right? You need a plan for your account, a plan for risk management, and a plan for your trade management, how you're going to manage your trade, basically. This is how my traders are going to be trained at AMTheTrader Capital. So you're getting a first hand look at my training material that I've been putting together
Yeah.
for traders for sure, 100%. So yeah, take full advantage of it. Because this, I wish I had this right when I started. I think I would have been much further than I am. But hey, I'm still not gonna knock my journey because it got me to where I am today, and I had to go through the things I went through to get here.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
that is true.
but this up here is the most important part. If you don't have this up here, up here, the plan, then the processes is secondary to the plan
Yeah.
for sure. Let me end this bit.
That's
What do you think? Make sense?
it all makes sense. I mean, like it gives a good a good basis. Like even for me, when it when we first met, like I think I told you, like I don't know why I be getting into shit.
Yeah.
And like as time has been going, like it's starting to make sense as to why I get into stuff. And then when I realized like having the reflection that from this morning was, a lot of when I'm not emotional due to outside things, I trade with a leveled head.
Mm-hmm.
And a leveled head plus all of this like process and procedures and protocols and all of that put into place, like, there's no reason for feelings to even really exist at that point.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
And
like
then you
robot.
logical, yeah. And
Yeah.
then but once like I don't have all of this stuff and I'm just basing it off of, oh, okay, I see an order block, I want this. Like remember when I told you like that whole like we don't even know what we're looking like trying to trade in the blind spots. Like the blind spot
Yeah.
is just like discipline, structure, and having that system in place.
Yeah.
And it's making sense. Like, because I didn't think about it in terms of retrace to continue
Yeah.
or retrace to reverse.
Right.
And what levels we're looking at or where my order blocks are and what they could signify at that point.
Right. Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
I'm just like, I wanted to get to here. I
Yeah.
wanted to get to there.
This is what I'm feeling. I feel like Price gonna go there. Go there and give me the entry.
And then I start flirting with it for funsies.
Yeah.
But it's a
No
good,
more
it's
flirting. Nice, no more flirting with you, bitch. You either gonna take me for I am, or I'm gonna understand that this you gonna do what you gonna do, and that's it.
that's it. It's it. So, I mean, it helps being able to just kind of talk about it and
Yeah,
really learn a different way of approaching it because, ultimately that's what it's about. It's about, like we said, getting 1% better every day.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
I just realized that I am behind on my trading view.
Yeah, it's delayed data. Yeah, it's $7 for if you want live data, $7 a month. So you're behind 10 minutes.
On top of what you already pay for it, right?
Yeah, on top of what you already paid for, yeah.
So what would uh what is there an account that gives you real-time data?
On TradingView,
Yeah.
no, you just have to pay for it, and then it will start giving you live data.
Like there's no plans that you can get?
Oh yeah, the plan you're looking for is there's no plan included in what you already pay for. It's a separate plan. That makes sense. Hold on.
Like, so I have essential, but like even if I went to plus,
Yeah,
that's
even if you
more
went to Plus, yeah, it still wouldn't give you data. You have to pay for it separately.
real-time data.
And it's the CME or some shit like that. Can pull it up.
That's
It
not what
is uh is the CME CBOT COMEX NYMX CME group, whatever the shit is called.
where do I gotta go for that though?
Oh, hold on. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So if you go to products on TradingView,
Yeah,
go all the way down to market data,
got it.
and then it is, hold on. Nah, find it. CME group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. $7.
CME E-mini included.
Yeah, that one.
Non-professional fees per month. What does that mean?
Yeah, we're non-professionals.
Gotcha. Subscribe to a real-time market data subscriptions. Our paid plans don't give you access to official real-time data directly from the exchanges unless this data is free by default. When you charge a fee for real-time data, you'll need to purchase that separately. So CME Group E-mini included futures and options.
Yeah.
Mm. So is this the same for like for what's that shit called? Wow, I'm losing it. Forex.
Well, futures Forex or just regular Forex?
Regular Forex.
I think regular Forex is fine. I think you get real data on that. Yeah, I think yeah, it's just the futures.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But there's also under futures, right? There's everything, right? There's Forex, there's stocks, there's commodities. So you can futures really has encapsulates every market really and truly. So if you're interested in Forex, I would recommend trading futures in Forex rather than the actual Forex itself, because that shit is, a bit wild, wild west. So wherever you want to trade, I have a futures version of it. Like even gold, I think there's a futures a gold futures.
Makes sense. See, that's that shit. I didn't know you had to do that. Well, no,
Yeah.
we talked about it, but yeah. Now we lined up. We linked
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We get live day up in this bitch.
Mm, Why does it want to know what the fuck I do for a living? How do I put a coach?
Does it say that? Or does it give you a drop down menu?
I'm using a drop down menu. Uh, Veterinarian, student, educator. Yes.
Yeah, we're all students of life.
Trainer.
Period.
Train children
Yeah.
in soccer. Football. Can I just put individual, like, what the heck? What did you put?
I don't even remember what I put, I think I might have put student or some shit. Something simple.
I mean, I don't think is this required to use? Yes.
And why they want all up in my business?
I don't even know. I don't even know what to put for subscribers employer.
Your employer? I put your club.
I gotta put their address though. $300.
Is it asking you more questions? It doesn't want your social security too?
I don't know, but I'm saying it's asking me, do you receive market data for your business or any other entity?
No,
Are you currently registered or qualified with the SEC or CFTC? No. Are you currently registered or qualified with any security agencies or da 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 da? No. Whether you are located within or outside of the US, do you perform any functions that are similar to those that require an individual to register or qualify with the SEC? No, right?
yeah, no,
Are you engaged to provide investment advice to any individual or entity?
no,
Are you engaged as an asset manager? No.
no.
Do you use the capital?
Soon, no, soon. All right, we're going.
Do you use the capital of any other individual or entity in the conduct of your trading?
No.
Even when you use
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I would say no.
Okay. Do you conduct trading for the benefit of the corporation, partnership, or other entity? No. Have you entered into any agreement to share the profit of your trading activities? What if you don't need to stop talking up this right now? No,
Because,
no, 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 no.
yeah, exactly. Because you don't trade the prop firm on TradingView. It's on their own thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, sure.
What did it say?
Being retarded. That's what it's saying. All right. Well, we got some real-time data now.
Hell yeah.
What the heck? Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Well,
Trump just got rid of Kristi Noem,
who the hell is that?
the head of immigration services.
Oh, oh wow. I wonder why he did that.
I think because he was getting pushed to do so.
Hmm.
He's replacing the Homeland Security Secretary's combative Senate. Wait, what? President Trump said Kristi Noem is no longer Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security.
All right. Somebody just lost their job.
He's well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Back to what we were saying.
Yeah. Sucks for him, but yeah, life still goes on. So now the question is, what are you going to use? Are you going to use previous day or are you going to use session dealing range?
I think because I go based off of the 4 hour, I probably should be using previous day.
Yeah. Well, you can backtest both and see which one is obviously gives you the better opportune setups or is cleaner to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably what it's gonna look like. I mean, so let's backtest this. One
Yeah.
second.
So then for you today, right? Go ahead, do what you gotta do.
All right, give me one.
Now go ahead.
All right, now we back.
Hold on. Just clearing a few things that would confuse what we got going on here. No sync.
Start marking up my chart for today. And I'm gonna eliminate. Let's go replay. All right, so we got
That I guess. Okay. Yeah, for you then.
we got previous
Um,
daily high. Previous daily high. Okay, now we're gonna go previous day low. Let's go. What color should we do this? Oh, pink.
Pink for the low.
Yeah. Should I go red? Pink.
Did you eat?
No.
Mm,
I'm probably gonna have to
What are you
grab
going?
something. on the way out. And the boy just made himself some eggs and beans and tortillas, and I don't want that.
So I ain't feeling for that.
No, it looked good, but so that. All right, so previous day high and previous day low.
Mhm.
So that's what we got right now. All right, let's go on the 4-hour. So at previous day high, we also have a small 4-hour order block from Thursday, February 26th at 2 a.m.
Above that, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have one right below it, a 4-hour order block from yesterday. Oh, yeah, from yesterday, today at 6 a.m. Since we're looking for price at 9. Wait, where'd it go? Yeah, no, that didn't form yet. Okay, so boom. So we have as well on the 4-hour Monday's high. It
Monday.
became a 4-hour breaker.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a 4-hour order block from Tuesday, 10 p.m. near the low of previous day. So right there, I already have marked up 3 order blocks.
So now that you have those, right, the next step is what condition are you in, right? You're waiting for one side of that previous day's range to get taken. And when you came into the market, we'd already taken buy side. So for you going into AM session, you're in a buy program. Yes, you can take sales, but understand that those are retracement setup. You're always going to assume the price is going to continue higher until it comes and takes previous daily low, which then at that point will flip bias into sales. So with that in mind, at 9:30, what setups would you have, obviously, knowing that you're in a buy program and you're looking for a continuation higher?
Gotten a buy off of that breaker right here
At what time?
at 9:30.
Yeah, right on the dot. And that would have been your day pretty much.
Right there, because then when it came to 9:30, that's literally what it did. And then as the day progressed, it came to close to previous day high, but it didn't go higher.
Yeah, we didn't trade above it.
And then I think that's what ICT was talking about in that video. Like, if it gets close, but it doesn't necessarily get to it, like it's failing to swing, which could then basically confirm potential
Reversals, right? Yeah.
because 2 equals 4.
Yeah, it is four. It is four. It is four. Now let's see if it's gonna reverse, right? For us to know that it's gonna reverse, it's gonna have to take the previous daily low. Or it could also mean that price could want a deeper retracement, right? Because from 9:30, we were still pretty much in premium of the range, right? If you put 50% in your dealing range, what you put, if you put 0.5, above that is premium, below that is discount. So potentially what it could be telling you that price could want to retrace lower into a deeper discount before continuing higher, or it can completely come in reverse, right? But we always assume that it's retracing to continue.
So
And because,
that's where the fib comes into place.
yeah, exactly. It gives you, hey, this is premium, this is discount. Once we take it, mainly if you want to buy in a discount below 50%, at or below 50% of the range. And if you want to sell, you want to sell in a premium, which is above 50% at or above 50%. So ideally, you want price to retrace to a discount, but it doesn't always have to. If price is strongly going in a direction, sometimes it will come in the upper quadrant. That's why I have my dealing range like divided into, we have the high, we have the dealing range upper quadrant, we have EQ, which is the equilibrium, we have dealing range low, and then we have the low. See, these are the quadrants, right? So if price is strongly going in one direction, it doesn't always have to come to equilibrium. It can it can continue from the upper quadrant here. That's if it's strong in the direction it's going. But yeah, for you, that would have 9:30 would have been your setup right there and your morning done. And if you wanted to carry on the day, right? Let's look through the day. Is there any other opportunities that you saw for buys?
Another opportunity that presented for buys only at 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
It came back into that same area where it came into at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
With the same level of risk and reward, it did give me this basically the same exact
It would have given you negative TP2?
yeah, it would have given me TP2 with a significant amount of drawdown.
Right, right, right.
Um, but it would have given it to me and it came back up and then started its push down.
Yeah.
But so now, so this is
What?
there's that 1 hour order block
Mm-hmm.
where I got that sell.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Like I would just have to sit on my hands for those.
Yep, you would have to let those go. But if you were using the session dealing range, at that point in time, it was taken buy side on that session dealing range. So you obviously once it's taken one side, you know that it has to retrace before it does anything. So what you did catch there was the retracement, which turned to be a reversal, right? It came and took dealing range sell side for the session. That makes sense? Yeah,
Yeah.
but for you, you would have to sit on your hands on that one there. So that's when it comes, okay, due to my back testing and looking at the setups and trades, which one am I comfortable being like, I don't mind missing this one because my what I was looking for gave me this one. So is this a trade that I want to get in? Was this something that I would like to be part of? Right? That's when you have to make the decision of adjusting what kind of dealing range you want to go by, right? Whichever one you feel like, hey, this is the trade I'd rather much have been in rather than the buy here. Okay, so how could you have been in that buy, right? How could you have been in that sell?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, because I'm also thinking like, all right, so like the same way, like procedures and protocols, right?
Mhm, mhm.
For potentially maybe, and I'm just yapping out loud,
Yeah.
is for continuation, like for retracements to continue higher, right?
Mhm.
It it could be using those previous day points,
Highs and lows.
highs and lows.
Yeah.
And because sometimes like when we're in the trade, like it's not even close to either one.
Right.
So at that point, charting up dealing range would be better.
The session dealing
Yeah.
range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said sometimes the previous days ranges are like, far-fetched from price. And in those days, you'll have to be okay with doing nothing, right? Because you're not really getting a condition. Neither side of the previous day's high or low has been taken. So you haven't got step one. So you can't skip step one and go to step two and try to look for something, right? That's inside the range trading. That's much harder. All right. The goal is to get better at those, but to start off with, it's best to just not trade inside the range. And that's why, so then we've done today using previous day, right? So let's go into it using the session dealing range and see what the setups were and if those makes more sense to you than the the deal in the previous days.
So let's go. Yours is I'm going.
So we'll do the up to the 9:15 candle, right? So we'll go from 12 a.m. to the 9:15 candle.
Okay, so 12, just go down to the 15 minute. All right, all right, all right.
Look at this clean chart. I need to just, what do I have on here that be just messing up? Oh, it's the new week opening gaps. Yeah. I like those. I'm gonna keep those on there.
All right, so 9:15.
Mhm.
So looking at it from here, this point, I mean, right now I'm looking at it straight up on the 15-minute chart.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So 9:15 dealing range is down is
Which side?
959.
Hold on.
Low.
9:15 low is 25,002.25. Oh no, 24,962.25.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the high is 25,206.50.
yeah, I'm like a point off.
Is that 4 a.m. candle is the high?
See,
Yeah.
yeah. So based off of here, I mean,
So
what am I
from
looking for?
let's walk through it, right? So from step one, we identified our dealing range from 12 to 9:15. Right?
Yep.
We're waiting for one side to get taken to let us know what the condition is, right? So that's the expansion part. You wait for the expansion, and after the expansion, it can only do two things, right? Retrace to continue or retrace to reverse. So we always wait for the expansion because that's what lets us know what the algorithm potentially could do next. So after 9:15, right? So you would have missed the buy that obviously using the previous day at 9:30, you wouldn't have taken this buy here. So if you're fine with missing that buy, that's fine, right? Gone. So then we wait, right, to see one side get taken. At 10 o'clock, it takes buy side, dealing range high. For us, it will signal to us that we're in a buy program until proven otherwise. So at this point here, you always want his price is always going to retrace. You always want to see the retracement. It's either going to retrace to reverse or retrace to continue. We assume it's going to retrace to continue. So if you want to catch a retracement here, which you did catch that retracement there, understand that it was a retracement setup, right? But could potentially turn to reversal to continue. So that would have been, you would have caught a retracement setup here and, you're done for the day, really, if you really wanted to be done, right? Which turns out to be the trade of the morning, of the day, really and truly, because it's still going. But, right, so we take that buy side, you got that sell, you understand it was a retracement, you're waiting for a continuation, it doesn't give it to you, right? It comes and takes dealing range sell side, which flips your bias then from buys to sell. And the buy that you caught here on the daily was a retracement buy, right? To continue lower. That's why I prefer the session dealing range because it's giving you the day, right? What's going to happen in the day. Using the daily is you're more looking towards previous day and how price reacts to it. So if going by that, right, where would you have caught a retracement or a continuation based on all the blocks that you see within that the dealing range?
So for the dealing range, there's that 1 hour where I ended up getting that sell.
Mm-hmm.
It took my dealing range low, and then that confirmed the bias for sells for this
Mm-hmm.
session. There's only one entry at lunch for 12 o'clock on the dot. It came
Mm-hmm.
back into that 1 hour order block for a sell.
For that night, or that same order block, right? That 4
That same
a.m.
order block I took the first sell off of,
Yeah.
came back into it to take another sell
Right. For continuation back down, right?
to continue lower.
Because that was your condition. You were sales. You're looking for continuation sales. Even though you can catch retracement, our main priority is, hey, this is what the market has shown us. I'm gonna stick with this direction until proven otherwise. Even so, it created a new order block at that 9 a.m. candle. It created a new order block that you could have used for a continuation sell on the 1 hour.
So that first initial buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like having seen that rejection on the from 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. from there, right? Like at this point, that's just the risk that I have to be willing to take.
For which one?
If I were to have gotten in at 12
At 12. For the sell?
for the sell, because you see how, like, all right, for 9 a.m. it closed. Where where did I get this fucking shit from? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's why. Okay. It didn't actually come back into my 1 hour. Now that I'm saying it, it at a 4 hour order block that it rejected from. So at 12, it didn't even come back to give me, but what it did give, technically speaking, but no, actually, no, I'm not even gonna mention that because it doesn't make sense.
So at 12, would you not regard this candle here as an order block then?
Where
Right here at the 1 hour, the 9 o'clock candle, 9 a.m.
so the 8 a.m. before the 9 a.m.
That's what you'd regard as your order block?
That was that like I
Or that
would
was
have
the bullish order block. That was the bullish order block, right?
the breaker, no, the order block that I would have gotten the buy off of at 9:30 was a breaker, was a 4 hour breaker from the body of a 10 a.m. 2 p.m. candle on Monday.
And that's using the previous day's range, right? Because if you're talking about the session dealing range, you wouldn't have had an entry at the 9:30.
No. Yeah, that was talking about previous day.
Yeah.
But for here, like even so, we're in this now that like if we're using dealing range, then at 9, the only thing that I would like once we took that sell off of and it took dealing range.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what it's looking like. I mean, I really don't think I would have had anything to sell off of at that point.
From after the trade that you took today?
After that the morning the sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that retracement setup, there's nothing else that I could have that I see that I would have really been like, okay, like I'm interested.
Okay, that's fair, right? That's fair. If you don't see it, you don't see it, right? It's not there. But the retracement setup was clean and was clear to you there at 10.
Yeah.
If that's what you see, that's what you see. Keep collecting data on that and see if it makes sense.
Retrace. And then that retracement setup turned into a reversal.
Yeah, exactly.
And then after that, there really wasn't else. Like I don't see anything that I would have been interested in taking.
And that would have been your session done right there. After that, would you really need to get back in? Really, probably not.
Or like right now, the only thing, like if I were to have traded PM session,
Mm-hmm.
now that dealing range has been taken, we are at a 1 hour order block right here.
Mm-hmm.
that tiny, tiny little one from 7 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
We tapped into it, we've been in it, and there's on the 30-minute, so that would be for a retracement up
Yep.
to go lower.
Yep.
But there's this breaker on the 30-minute from 9 a.m. yesterday. You see that?
30 minutes, 9 a.m. Hold on, let me get that pulled up.
If I want to continue lower,
Okay, here, this one right here.
so it already retraced a little bit. To continue lower, that would be to stay within the dealing range bias, like for sells, that would be where the entry would be. Is
For you
that bearish order block on the 30? Yeah.
at
Breaker
9 a,
block.
at 9 a.m.
That 9 a.m. from yesterday, that
Yesterday? We're looking at yesterday? Oh, I thought we were talking about today.
no, 9 a.m. No, that's
Oh,
OD up
okay, I
there.
see. 9 a.m. yesterday, right here.
Yeah, that is the only thing. So that first one, that 1 hour would have been used. I could have used it for like a retracement setup,
Mm-hmm.
and this breaker could be used for a continuation.
Right.
That's what I see.
Okay. See, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere, right? Now we're getting now we're not just looking at the breakers thinking, oh, what is it gonna do here or what we want it to do, right? We're using it based on our narrative. Like you're in control of price, right? So yeah, that's the
And
start.
I mean, on for yeah, even hadn't gotten in, maybe even at like
That retracement.
yeah, the retracement setup. Let's see. If I would have gotten in on a retracement setup, I would have been, I'd be close to a one to, I'd already hit a 1-to-1.
So two would have came off already and one left for 1 to 2.
Yeah.
So,
And
so from what I'm gathering, you're just like Tash. It's easier for you to see the retracement, right? More than the continuation. It is easier to take the retracement trade because it's either dealing range high or dealing range low, which is clear as daylight, right? So you can't really, it's not tough to miss that. It's not hard to miss it. It's easier to see than the continuation setups.
yeah.
Yeah, that would have been you for the day, right? Morning done, you come into PM session, you get another retracement set up, and you don't even need to find a continuation. Make sense? Let's go back into yesterday and look at it from the same lens, and then we can get out of here.
Let's take a look. 9 a.m. Let's go 9 a.m. to yesterday. Let's go to
No, look, see the full don't replay all the way back to 9 a.m. See the full day.
from yesterday?
Yeah, see the full day, yeah.
Okay. So just keep it open?
Yeah, keep it open. We're looking at it hindsight, right? So we're just seeing the full price and then we're looking back to see where potentially our setups could have been.
All right, so
Do you want to do daily range first? Previous day range first?
yeah, let's do previous day range first and then we'll go the rest of it. So yesterday, previous day high was, I have it as 25.11.
Hold on. Let me see. Previous day range high. Oh yeah, it would be 6 a.m., right? From 6 p.m. What the hell is it? Sell off here. Okay, so I had it wrong. You have it as what? 25 or 11?
Hold on, I think I'm retarded.
No, you're not. Don't say that about yourself.
Yesterday was what?
Yesterday was Tuesday.
Did we just
Oh,
look
yeah, so
at
we'll be looking at Tuesday's range for to Wednesday. Yeah. That's where the confusion come in. So Tuesday from 6 p.m. to, I guess, 12 a.m. Wednesday. I have my high as 25,011.25
Yep.
and the low as 24,350.75.
I have it at 24,349, but we close.
All right. Yeah. We're right there. So
Okay.
looking at that, right? And you're looking at Wednesdays, we take buy at 10:15.
Hold on. Let me. I'm losing it.
No, you're good.
All right. So.
I'm looking, where is it? I'm looking for it. This is the 15-minute. This is the high right here. Our low is all the way down here from yesterday. We wouldn't know our bias until about 10:15 a.m. when we take the high.
We're looking at Tuesday. We're looking at Wednesday.
Yeah, we're looking at Wednesday using Tuesday's previous day's range.
Data.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
That's where I'm getting fucked.
yeah.
All right. So let's go back. All right. So yeah. So we're looking at okay. Tuesday's data. So we got we have a 4-hour breaker, 4-hour order block there though.
Where?
10 p.m. Tuesday night.
10 p.m. tonight. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, 10 p.m. Oh, that's Monday I'm looking at.
So you have that 4-hour order block above that's right with previous day high. And then there's a few 1-hour order blocks created. There's one at 7 a.m., there's one at 3 a.m., there's one at 1 a.m., and there's one from 10 a.m. on Tuesday
On the 1 hour.
on the 1-hour.
So on Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
You come into Wednesday, you identify your dealing range. You still don't know what condition you're in yet until 10 a.m. on Wednesday when we took previous day's high.
Yeah.
So that's when you be activated to be like, okay, so now I understand I'm in a buy program, but obviously price has to retrace in order for you to continue to buy. So with that being said, at post 10 a.m., do you see any setups that you could have took?
Taking previous day high. So let's go into the 30-minute. There's a small 30-minute order block from 10:30
Well, let me get this thing to, I don't know why it's not showing on it. Okay.
2:30 p.m. Monday on the
2:30
30th.
p.m.
2:30 p.m. on Monday.
Yep. I'm looking at it.
So that turned breaker, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
we broke through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would really be
Your
like
buy.
probably
Continue.
continuation.
Right.
So if I got in with 50 points, I would have potentially been stopped out, but it hit TP1. And then it continued. Let me see. It didn't hit TP2 till 1 p.m.
The 1 p.m. But it would have taken you out, right, at your current risk.
At a, what do you mean?
50 point stop, would it have taken you out your entry? No? Would have kept you in and given you TP2?
Yeah, it depends where also like so usually that's why like I don't like to put orders in
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes like it'll go a little bit deeper into the order block or the
Yeah.
breaker for me to be
Yeah.
able to get a better entry
Right.
since I use that entire body as the entry.
Mm-hmm. So with this example, then where would you have entered?
I would have entered potentially at 10:45.
10:45 candle?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that would have been the only trade for you there, right?
Yeah, probably would have been the only trade for me there on using the previous day high.
Yeah, yeah,
So let's go back and let's do dealing range.
yeah. So then it'll be from 12 a.m. to 9:15. I have my high as 24,928 and my low as 24,498.50.
I have my high as 29 and my low is, let me not say something dumb. It's all the way down here. 24 498.
Yep, yep, yep. Mine's 0.50, but yeah, yeah, good enough for government work.
All right, so with dealing range,
So here we take buy side, same as last time, right? So it lets you know that you were after 9:30, we take buy side, so you were in a buy program. With
mhm,
that in mind, what are you seeing in the charts for either a continuation or a retracement?
for a retracement, I see that 930 candle
Hmm.
rejected off of the 4-hour order block that I had marked up.
Yeah,
And
the one
it,
from Monday 2 p.m. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
it rejected that and it came back and it gave me 100 points.
Hmm. It came down.
Um,
It came down for 100 points.
yeah.
Okay, so that was a retracement setup. Yep. Do you see anything for continuation?
So now for it to continue, it broke above dealing range again at 10, broke above that 4-hour order block,
Hmm.
and then it came, well, no, it didn't break above it. It traded into it at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. before pushing past it at 10:15. So that there could have been a buy.
Would that have been a buy that you would have saw and felt confident to get in?
I don't think so.
That's the answer we're here to get.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because probably, and you know what? You said it before, like that where that other buy that I would have gotten into at like 10:45 that I told you
Mhm.
about,
Mhm.
the candle for 9:30 on the like for 9:15, sorry, or 9:45, which one is it? It's 9:45. That 9:45 candle was coming close to my 4-hour OB.
Right.
That would have been a potential entry if it had came down, but since it didn't, that breaker was why I took that other entry.
Got you. Right, 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 right. So now with the condition, right? With your condition in place, does that make a difference for you with that trade?
With the first the dealing range one?
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably say yes. Like it makes it a little bit like tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because for a continuation at that point, like I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily come down to that 4 hour order block. Well,
Mm-hmm.
for me, it does actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
lying. But seeing as though it didn't, like, I would have probably sat on my hands because it then consolidated for like an hour
Right.
where that breaker is to then push up. And that indecisiveness of it would have had me probably like flirting with it.
Right. Flirting. Okay, so how about this? How about instead of identifying your order blocks before,
Mm-hmm.
right? Wait for one side to be taken first, and then using your narrative, find the order blocks that will be in line with what you're looking for in price.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So for here, quickly, the Wednesday using session dealing range at that 9:30 we take buy side. So for you, we're in a buy program, right? You're looking for a reason to be a buyer of the market. Yes, we
Yeah.
understand that we can catch retracements. If it gives it to us, good, whatever. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But from 10 o'clock, we do come back into a 30-minute order block here. You would have to obviously include the wick. If when you watch ICT's the order block um, um, part, the most important part in the order block for him is the high of the wick to the body, to the top of the
Okay.
open of the body,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the most sensitive part of the order block when that's what he says anyway.
The
So
high, no matter which way you're going.
yeah, no matter which way you're going, the high to the body is the most sensitive part. If the mean threshold, the mean threshold, mean threshold or the middle part of the order block is breached with the body, it kind of um deteriorates the effectiveness of the order block, if that makes sense.
Wait, say that one more time.
If this is all, so this would be the order block, right?
Where?
Right here on the 15-minute. I'm making
Yeah.
it. This is the open and this is the close. If the order block, if you have a candle body closure in the 50% of the body of the order block, that reduces the probability of that being an effective order block. If this candle right here was to come and close below this dotted line, close below mean threshold of it, it kind of doesn't negate the order block, but it makes it less probable.
So, okay. I think I get what you're saying now.
Yeah. So the
So,
high, the wick part from
mhm.
the wick to the open of the order block, that's the most sensitive part of the order block.
So that 9 a.m. candle on the 5th on the 30th.
Yeah, on the 30 minutes, yep.
So that whole thing, if it, I'm
Because
losing.
after 9:30, right, we took buy side.
Yeah.
From there, you knew that obviously we're anticipating higher prices. We're looking for a continuation higher. So that's when you would look back in price and be like, okay, how can I jump on this bus? You know, what order block is it giving me to jump on the bus? And then we have that 9 o'clock candle on the 30 minutes, which is the time frame that one of the time frames you look for order block in. So when it came back in it at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., that would have been your trigger point to be like, hey, boom. And the fact that it didn't come all the way inside the order block should have been a confluence for you that it was a strong order block that price respected.
Oh, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Because the so So let's backtrack a little bit right there, right?
Yeah.
That 6 a.m. candle on the 30.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You see
You
how
would have used
that,
that as a breaker?
huh?
You would have used that as a breaker?
No. I'm saying like look at what price did at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
It came back into the tip of it, not
Yep. To the body, yep, to the open. Yeah. So the high, that wick and the body, the open is the most sensitive part of the order block. If it comes to the mean threshold, wick wise, that's fine, is allowed to do that. But once it starts closing inside of the mean threshold of that body, that's when it starts to lose its you know, strongness, if that makes any sense.
yeah. That's kind of what well that makes sense now
Yeah,
more because
yeah,
before I understood. Well, like what I would see is if I saw, like I told you, like I like virgin order blocks, right? Ones that were
yeah.
untouched. So if it wasn't tapped into, like it's an order block that I'm taking a look at,
Right, right.
and depending on how far deep it's gotten traded into. So like this morning, let me go back to where I was. Let me delete all this shit and redraw what I saw this morning. Hold on.
Would you get this part though, right?
Which one?
The entry on this order block.
Yeah. The
Or when it
tip.
did. Yeah.
Which kind of like, you know what that's giving me? Like the guy that I be trading with, like that I be like, I'm in his group.
Hmm.
It makes sense as to why he be taking the
At the
weight.
wick, right? Yeah.
And
It's
that's why
all,
he doesn't take, because most of the time the wicks that he takes are sometimes my order blocks.
yeah,
And then he be taking the wick versus me who be waiting for the order block. Like for the
right.
body at least.
Yeah, that's why for me, I use the market structure shift, the wick, where it confirms the market structure shift for me because price is more than likely gonna come back there than any lower, right? Sometimes when the market is really strong in one direction, it will literally come back to the tick of the high and gone. Yeah, yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah,
1 + 1 is 2.
yeah. And 2 + 2 is 4.
That's like a back testing session.
Yeah, it was a good session.
A lot of value. So, oh, this is what I was gonna say. That on the 1 hour.
Yeah. Back to Wednesday?
No. Today, 8
Okay.
a.m.
Yeah. Today.
So, like that like because that 10 a.m. that 10:30 candle closed within that order block on the 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that invalidates for me the order block at that point.
But this 9 o'clock, which order block? Which order block are we talking about? The 4 a.m. one?
No.
9 o'clock?
The 8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8. Oh, this one. This
Yeah.
very
So
bullish
you
order block.
So you see how like it wicked it crazy?
Yeah.
Like at that point, like it kind of also invalidates it for me.
Right. Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Because it went all the way through it, right? You don't want to see that.
Yeah, so
So when okay, yeah, I guess we don't close below until this candle, so really wouldn't have been a breaker for you.
mm-mm. Not even a breaker either because like those other ones, all that indecision, right? Because it just
Yeah.
met it, but it struggled to go through it.
Right.
So I wouldn't even have probably considered it a breaker at that point. And even on the lower time frame, like for the 30,
Mhm.
um, there's it's the same thing, like just kind of doing its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that retracement setup for today, right? Using the 7 a.m. is is doing its thing. I got a retracement set up here too. Post 1:30, there was this entry, and then during the 150 macro, it gave you
Hmm.
another opportunity to get in as well here for the retracement to continue sell, right? But either way, we take one side and we are winning trade, we're done.
Yeah, it gave for a retracement, like you said. Yep, I see
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I gave you one and I gave me one. So yeah, I see it. I
So
see
out of the 2 days that we've looked at, which is obviously not enough data, which one are you more leaning towards, the session or the previous day's dealing range? I like the session because it gives me currently what's happening in price, right? If
it.
you're waiting for previous day's data, sometimes it might not play a factor into price today. But
Yeah,
but
that makes the most sense.
yeah. But
But
for
I also
yeah, go on.
I think that it also kind of might, I guess for me it's gonna depend too, right? Like if it's close.
Right.
Like if
Yeah,
dealing range and previous day high are close,
yeah.
then
You're gonna go with the daily.
previous day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um or but if it like let's say like okay, let's say previous day high and dealing range high are close
Hmm.
and dealing range low is like midway to wherever previous day low is,
Hmm.
then I would, I mean, it also depends where price is, right? Because if
Yeah.
price is, closer to dealing range, then I'm definitely not going to wait till previous day low is taken.
Right, 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 right.
Um, but if it's closer to previous day high and the
Yeah.
dealing range high, then I probably would go based off of the previous day at that point.
Okay, so then scenario for you, because that's what happened today. With today coming in, right? We had already taken previous day's high. So would you be then going in today using the previous daily range since we've already established a condition on that range?
Wait, what was the question?
Today, right? When we
Okay.
came in, we had already taken previous daily high.
Yes.
No, and then obviously session had nothing, it hasn't done anything yet for the session. So would you be going into that day considering previous day's condition because it's already given you a condition? Or would you wait at that point for the session dealing range?
Um, I think I would wait.
Yeah,
I'll wait because that at that point it really is more about what's going on within the session
right. Got you. Right,
versus and also when did it take it,
right.
Because
Yeah,
that I think that also plays a factor into it all. Like did it take it during London? Did it take it during Asia? Like,
yeah, yeah.
Um so
It took it right before Asia start kicked off. So overnight session. It took it at 7 p.m. Asia starts at 8.
yes. See, it took and it didn't even take it completely.
Yeah, it just wicked it, right? Yeah.
It said
It
just
just
think
wicked
about
it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
just a lick. It took only 20, like barely 25 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I probably would have to wait for
Dealing range.
dealing
Which
range.
it did give you the better setup today, right? That sell that you were in, it did give you the better setup. And using daily gave you that buy right at 9:30. So either way, you would have got a solid, trading day in.
Yeah, looking back with what I know now.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Now I gotta redefine it.
Yep.
That helped a lot though. Thank you.
That's good. No, you're welcome. That's good.
I give this teacher a A plus plus.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Still a lot to learn for me too, but I'm trying.
I mean, but you're also a good teacher, Like if you're capable of teaching the things you know and somebody is able to understand it, then that goes to show that you yourself are a good teacher as well.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying to adapt to my students' learning style, like I can't just because I'm one way and I know that not everybody's gonna be this way. So I'm trying to adapt to my students. Tash has been a very challenging student, but I'm working. I'm working. I'm working on myself, right? And how I can better help her, you know? So
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
be more visual and more slower and more tender, you know?
That's your girl though. You can't really, you gotta put
Yeah.
there's a fine line between
Yeah, I
teacher
know.
and wifey.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel you on that though.
yeah. But so for you right now, it's looking like retracement setups are like bang on with your order blocks. So just collect more data on that and see if, you know, it makes sense.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
and it's also visual, right? Because what order block is below or at where the dealing range high or low is. That's where you frame your retracement setup on, right? So
Yeah. So for going forward, I'm gonna mark up previous day high and low, mark up dealing range, high and low. Wait till it's taken.
yep, wait till one side is taken, yep. The expansion. So once that is taken, then you look for like order blocks in going with the narrative, right? With the retracement and then with the continuation. And then
It
step three,
makes
execution.
or retracement, continuation. So it's always going to retrace, but it's whether it's going to continue, take it,
Exit.
get
Yeah.
in to continue or get in
To
to,
reverse. Yeah, exactly. And you have to see the retracement before you even consider a continuation. If you
yeah.
don't get a retracement, then there's no, I won't consider a retracement setup. I'll wait to see that retracement setup first. Which is why it's one of the easiest one to engage in the retracement setup because you know it's coming and it has to come.
Yeah, price can't just keep going higher.
Yeah, yeah,
Huh, that really that makes more sense. It's clicking.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
know
That's
Albert Einstein, the little bulb over his
yeah,
head?
yeah. Light bulb moment.
Woo wee.
Yeah.
Now my anxiety has gone.
Wusa, good, good, good,
That
good. Oh, good, good.
actually really did help though, like in general, in totality, like I
Yeah,
feel like when I'm learning something, nothing else really matters.
yeah, exactly. No, that facts. That's me too. Nothing really else really matters. You don't even think about anything, just what you're learning, right? Because that's information you're gaining. So it just makes it simpler and calm when you're in the trade. You don't have to flirt with Naz no more. Your flirting days are done, baby.
I probably still flirt, but
I'm gonna
shit.
flirt with you for jokes now, not for real.
Nah.
Yeah. But now,
Yeah,
solid stuff. I enjoyed this PM session. I
that
didn't
was
really want to be trading really and truly, so this was good. Good distraction.
good education though.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Being
Solid
able to
stuff.
sharpen the skills and stuff.
For sure. Sometimes rather than trading, it's best to just take a breath and just watch the price or go back and watch and hindsight, right? See your model, what your precision protocols will be and what you're going to be following, right? It's better than actually trading itself
Yep,
sometimes.
yep, yep,
So we're
yep.
going to walk this forward tomorrow, yeah? Tomorrow when you come to the desk, what are you doing?
Tomorrow when I come to the desk, I'm going to mark up previous day high and lows, mark up dealing range, low and high and lows, wait till one side is taken. Then once one side is taken, find my order box and decide whether I'm going to where I can either get in to continue higher
Right.
or if
For the
there,
retracement.
yeah, on the retracement. Yeah.
Yeah, solid. All right. Let's end it here then. Let's do a trade performance review. Even though we didn't trade, we're still gonna do a performance review. All right. what I did well today is that I showed up, all right? Refreshed my memory on my three-step processes, right? Got closer to my model, my procedures and protocols. I think explaining it and teaching somebody else kind of reinforces it to me what I'm looking for and what I'm doing. So I kind of enjoyed today as well. I'm very happy and pleased with my performance today, even though we didn't take any trade. Probably one of the best sessions I've had so far this whole week. So yeah, we'll take it. What about you? What did you do well today?
What I did well was I opened my ears and allowed myself to learn as much as possible, absorb as much energy, as much information, ask as many questions,
Yeah.
and be a student of the game.
Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate you. Obviously, you've been trading for a while, but still to be open to learn new things and improve your model and your strategy. It takes a lot, right? For somebody that's been in the game, they're like, I don't really need to learn what the fuck you got going on. I don't give a fuck what you got going on, right? I got my own shit going on. So I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck you talking about. So, but yeah, I appreciate you being open and obviously taking the information in, right? So, because it's for the betterment of ourselves, right? What I fell short today, I don't think we can fall short in this session, to be honest, really and truly, right? Only outside agents is really where we're falling short, is real life. But in here, nah, nothing today. What about you? If you had to pull something out of the bag, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. How can you fall short when you're learning, right? It's hard. It's tough. It's tough.
Hard.
How I can improve for next day, next trading session is just keep showing up, keep seeking excellence in everything that I do. Don't let short-term adversity, losses, series of losses deter me, distract me from what I got going on. Keep sticking to the model, procedures, and protocols, taking the right steps in the right direction. Pretty much all we can do. Aiming to be 1% better each and every day. What about you?
Apply everything that I've learned, the same thing, applying myself, keep striving to be a better version of myself in what I do here, what I do outside of here, and get a better mental headspace just around me in general.
Yeah, for sure, definitely, because that really helps. And also, I feel like when you have processes and procedures in place or something that you've collected there on, like the back of your hands, despite what's going on outside,
It's
I,
harder.
yeah, it's harder, but you're like, okay, I know what I'm here to do. I'm gonna do what I'm here to do, regardless of what's happening, right? I have my steps and my procedures. I'm not gonna let my emotions, right? When you step in here, the emotions disappear because you have a step-by-step process that you're following, and there's
Yeah.
no room for emotions to come in, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah,
harder for you to deviate from what you have, like
yeah,
your plan.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
when you come in, like just kind of like, all right, like what am I looking for today? Versus like, okay, I know this is what I'm looking for this. This is what I'm looking for that. If neither of these two things occur, then I'm gonna sit on my hands versus what am I looking for today? Fuck it, fuck
yeah.
it, fuck it.
We in there.
Just put me in, so it's like and the other thing too is like being able to reflect on that, like
Hmm.
being open to being like, all right, well, now I'm capable of understanding like today's trades. Today's trade was the first one was really just like, we've been talking about time and price and all of this all week, and then all this work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday goes out the door, technically speaking, for just wanting to, say fuck it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And it only takes one bad day to get rid of.
Yep. To fuck up everything. Yep. That's true.
So being stronger than that.
Hmm.
And like you said, like that's why I said, like it's harder to fuck up when you have all of these certain things in place. Like no matter what the heck is going on outside, as long as I know what the plan is, what I'm going to do, then the emotional part needs to just stay out and just
Yep.
come with the logic.
Yep. 100%. Yep.
Good lessons today. Good.
Good. Tomorrow is gonna be a good day.
NFP.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Yo.
But this was a solid retracement setup there. Look at it, still going. Yeah. So day four. So some days like retracement setups will be the setups of the day, right? It won't even give you a continuation. That's why I try to anticipate both and try to be in both because hey, it's either gonna retrace to reverse or retrace to continue, right? I'll be there regardless, right? So
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna get out of here, get on with the rest of our day. All right, DJ, hold on. We have NFP tomorrow. All right. So we'll be here tomorrow kicking off at 9:15. And until then, amazing session today. All right. Loved every second of it. Until then, you know what it is, what it is, what it isn't. I'm the trader here signing out. Good luck, good trading. Happy hunting.
PM Toodles.
Yeah.